So it's that time of year when you're looking ahead to choosing your new planner, and the difficulty is most of the decent ones are online and all generally you see is the cover. So what I thought I would do this year is take you through my favourite planners. I have 3 for like everyday use, and then I also have one that is kind of blog specific. So I kind of wanted to take you through each and every single one of them. So we have a different range. We have like Kiki K, we got Typo, we have the Ultimate Blog Planner from .create, and then we have this amazing one from Hello Day. I've kept it in its box because I want to show you how it arrives. So let's start with the Kiki K planner first. The first one I'm going to go through is the Kiki K, which is what I class as a little bit more professional. You take this to meetings and appointments, but it's not something I would keep every day on my desk. I like Kiki K because it's got this timeless design. I like the gold spots, and it's leather. It comes in 2 sizes, this A5 size, and it also comes on an A4, which is larger, depending on what you need. Let's get inside. It's kind of like a Filofax. It has all the tabs. It also has a to-do pad at the front, as well as places to put business cards. Calendar is the first tab, and it also has the stickers at the front, which you can add onto the other tabs, or you can add in your diary pages. So it's got like personal planning, to action, your expenses, addresses, remember, read, top 3. Personal information like you normally see in a diary. This diary has undated pages, which is good if you're starting it before the beginning of the year. But for me, you can also buy a 2017 diary, and I just think that's so much easier because then it's got the dates on. Next section is the meetings, which is handy if you do a lot of meetings. I don't know whether or not I would get this out on a meeting, maybe because my job isn't that like a professional setting, but it is quite nice. It has subject, attendees, date and the location, so you can remember everything. The to-do section is nice because it's got lots of different pages. And then this one is one of my favourite pages because it's got subject and then the date. So if, for instance, you are planning anything, you can keep a track of what you're up to. And then there's loads of different options of that, and you can change them as you want. And then at the back there is a notes field. It also has a really good pen holder, so I can put my matching pen in. I like this one. So this one's good, and I will make sure that I put the prices on the bottom, and I'll also link to all the other different varieties. So that one is Kiki K. Next up we have Typo, which is an Australian stationery brand. I actually discovered them in Kuala Lumpur, and they've actually just opened their first shop here in the UK in Westfield Stratford. So I can't wait to visit that. So this is the premium diary. I liked it because it was the marble effect. I know, blogger cliches, and also because it has this rose gold. And it's also a really nice compact size, the A5 size, to carry with you every day. So that's what I like. Inside is really pretty as well. It has these marble effects throughout. Of course, I've already branded it by my planner. First thing, you've got your calendar, which is nice. The Kiki K one didn't have this, but I think you can buy that. But this is what I like. It has 2016, 2017 and 2018. So it's good for planning and to also reference backwards as well. Then it has 2 pages worth of contacts, which is really handy. So put in your contacts that you use the most. That it's nice to have it down on paper as well as in your phone. Then each month has a different colour, different marble effect, and it also has at the beginning the days monthly, so you can at least jot down everything you want. What I really like is it also has a tab here for the month following. So you can at least get the dates in Jack. But what I really love is this font. Love this. Things like that really attract me to things stationery. Nice fonts. It also has this huge notes field, so you can put like your goals for that month, things that you're trying to achieve. Everything can go in this section. It's quite a nice large section. Then it also has large sections for each day. So that's why this one for me is an everyday carry with me, because I can write lots of notes. It also has right at the end of the every month another notes field, so you can also keep a check of what you didn't do and what you need to move forward. before you go into the next month, and it's really nice. And then at the back, so obviously it continues like that, and then at the back it has these notes fields, which is why it's perfect if you only want to carry one notebook with you. You can keep this diary with you, and you've got all these pages for your notes as well, so you can keep on top of it. Then at the back it also has this envelope, which I find really handy to put my receipts in so I can keep track of things. But because it also is a little bit plain, I also think that the typo collection comes with these cool little stickers. And so I think I'm going to decorate mine with my initials, just because they're kind of cute. So yeah, so you can do that as well, make your diary personal. My favourite of the planners is this one from Hello Day. I've kept it in its packaging, and I know I didn't do that with the others, but it's because it's so cute. This is a new brand to me. I'd only just discovered them. I think I spied it on someone's Instagram, which means obviously it's good. So it comes in this cute little box, and then inside you get a thank you card, and it tells you kind of like how to go about using your planner, which is quite sweet. And it also comes with these cute little postcards. So that says hello and bonjour. So that's nice, isn't it? And then you can send them out. And then you see the amazing marble afflict planner, which is pretty special. So there is two different designs in the Hello Day. There's this light version, which is the marble, you know, blogger in me couldn't resist. And then there's a black and white version, which is a lot darker, which is also really pretty, but I just really like this gold. What makes this planner my favourite above the others has to be, this one is the one I'll use on my desk, because it has this spiral bound, and I just think it's just nice, got nice little touches, and wait until you see inside. It is kind of just, it's got these little extras that I quite like. So inside is an envelope, which is nice, and then it also has like, it tells you, you can put your name in it, and it's like greeting our days with a fresh perspective. And that's kind of what this planner is. It's a lot different than a normal planner. It has aspects where it'll tell you a little bit more, has these like pages where it's got like little fonts and little quotes, and it says how to use your planner. The whole thing is it has this section in called 10-minute accomplishments. So each day you just write what you want to achieve that day in 10 minutes, and it just means that you'll be a little bit more focused with your to-do list, which is something I definitely need. And there's also sections at the beginning of the month, so you can like write your main goals, and at the week you can just refresh your memory with those appointments and fill in all your bits. And then there's a section for all your daily bits, like making sure you drink a lot of water. Then we have the holidays. It's not just UK holidays, it also has US holidays, which is good if you need to keep a track of the America and also here, which is really handy because it's not always in everybody's. Then we have 2017 at a glance. Then we have this weekly schedule. So if you've got like something you have to do on each day, it's nice to have it here at the front. It then tells you a little bit more about your 10-minute accomplishments. So it's like, these are the examples they've done. Sort through papers on the kitchen counter, clean the fridge, delete photos from my phone, organise, computer desktop. So it's just things that will only take you 5 to 10 minutes. And so it's things that you may be putting off to the other day, just crack on with it, and then you'll feel that you're achieving so much more. So here's the beginning section of the month. So January goal planning, and it's one of my favourite features of this planner. Write your main goals in, even section for budget, eating habits, exercise, so less of, more of, so you can keep track of stuff. And then it's got tasks per week. So especially if you're trying to like get on an exercise drive, you can at least put these in here. And then it also has end of the month reflection. So after January, you come back, you write down your successes and what you've learned. And I find that's quite handy for just like taking a little bit of reflection on your month, and I think actually that'll become quite a handy little feature for me. So start of the month, they've got all the different months, they've got their tabs, which is nice, so you can just flick to them. And then it's got a section for your notes at the beginning, so if this section here hasn't got enough space, you can just go over there. I also like that it has this blank section, so say this, you could always put like a picture and then attach it to it if you just like for a few memories, especially if like, I think I put this one in November because that's my anniversary. And I got these from Inkify, so I got loads of them, and I quite like the fact that they're handy to be putting into diaries and stuff. So you have January at a glance, but it also has the month before, which is quite nice because I'm always having to look backwards and make sure I got the right dates. It also has this notes field on the edge, which is good if you need a little bit more room than the square. Then it's got at the beginning, sometimes they've got like these little quotes, and it's like, what am I grateful for? It's got like H2O, so you can fill in how many glasses of water you've had, which is why this planner I think will go on my desk. It's got exercise, meditate, this week's tasks, so you can tick off as you go. And it has a top to-dos, so it has 3 main points, but it also has a notes lined field underneath so you can add more. Birthdays. One of the things I'm always forgetting is when people's birthdays are. So if I could have it at the front and make sure I can remember all of them, that would be good. And then space for your 10-minute accomplishment. Start today. So these are quite nice. And if you really like this and you want to display it, it has this cute little line on the back saying, cut me and hang me up on your wall for inspiration. So obviously because this was a Sunday, it was a half a page. For a real day, for a Monday to Friday, it's a full page, so you've got more space for your notes. It also has an AM, PM and evening, so you can break down your day. But I always think that it's nice that I'm grateful for, so each day you've just got to make sure, you know, you have that reflection, and so it makes your to-do list not seem as daunting. And also this clean eating plan, I think that's going to get me back on track. And then if you need extra inspiration, there's little quotes dotted about this planner. Everything that happens in your future is a direct result of what you do today. James Altucher. So that's quite nice, isn't it, to inspire you. So there's a different one of those on every single day. And then as you go through, you'll see it's just the same each day. And then at the back, it has big quotes. So these ones from Nelson Mandela. And then back onto the next one, your February goal plan. So it goes through like that. But what's nice is each month you've got like these extra inspiration pages. So it's quite nice that you don't know what you're going to discover next in it, which is really nice. And it moves, the pages are really nice and thick as well, so they're not going to rip off this, which is one of my biggest hates on a spiral bound. And then so you've got December, and then at the end we also have some blank pages, so you've got your notes field, so you can do extra bits if you need it, or jot a few contacts on, whatever you want. And then it also has another envelope, which I can't get into, but yeah, I can. Yeah. So it's 388 pages. So I will make sure I put all the contact details below and link to the 2 different planners. But this is definitely what's going to go pride and place on my desk. I just think it looks really classy. It's really well made and really thought out with all those little extra details. So that's the Hello Day. So for blogger specifics, I thought I would do this, the Ultimate Blog Planner from Dot Creates. I just thought it was a cute idea and an extra planner really to go on my desk. So obviously it's spiral bound. It has these like font pages kind of similar to the Hello Day, but this is all blog specific. So it has these sections that are upcoming events, places to put sponsored content, which is really nice, so you can keep a track of the deadline, when it's been published and when you've been paid. I'm very bad at chasing my invoices. And then it also has these daily, like not daily, blog specific pages where you can put date, your post title, and then you just write down your summary of what you want to put into this blog post, which is really handy if, like me, you do most of your planning on paper. I even write most of my blog posts still on paper and then type them back up again. I just find it's kind of the way I like it. And then you can tick your words, make sure your links are all done, your photos are all done, and then you've published it. And then there's space here so you can put the dates on, like include when you've got to do your social media links, because I generally post back to some of my blog posts like a couple of months later. So you can then come back and then tab them in and put the dates on. So there's lots of those different pages just really handy. And then there's these in the middle. So it's kind of worked out. I think it works out for like a month worth of planned blog posting. And then it also has this bit at the end where you can put your stats. So you can keep track of your platforms, which I quite like because it's one of the things that I've got to try and do a little bit more for in 2017. I just thought it was really nice, and it was like £12.50, so it's not very expensive. And then at the back it has lots of notes fields that you can just write anything you want in. And it comes in, I think, 3 different designs. I just really like this grey one, mainly because I think I will customise it myself, just make it a little bit more mine. So yeah, so that is the ultimate blog planner. So overall reflections, I think this is a good little standpoint for, I've given you something for your desk, something for your bag, something for those meetings that you need to be a little bit more professional, and as well as, if you are a blogger, something to get your blog organised, which is one of my big goals for 2017. So you might think it's a little excessive to have 4 planners. I'm sure my husband does. But for me, I quite like the fact that I've got a different planner for different reasons. And my desk I spend so much time on. This is why I think the one I'll use the most is this Hello Day. Perfect. And also as well, it's made here in the UK and it's a new business. And also I will put Hello Day's Instagram because it's so many cute pictures, inspiration as well to keep your day going. So yeah, so do let me know in the comments field which one you like the look of, or if you found a planner that you think is great. I think I'm going to be doing a few more of these type of like run-throughs of things I like, especially with stationery. So maybe subscribe to my channel and I'll keep you in touch with all the different things I've been buying. So yeah, this is my 2017 Ultimate Planner Guide.